three guys that are going to scale and carry. But Jace comes in here for Sword, though.
And that, of course, is the matchup that we saw in the top lane when MVP. We'll see if something can happen here.
Perfect angle, no flash into the shockwave. It looks like he's going to just hold on to it as First Blood does go over to Rather in the mid.
Speaking of Tarzan, he's top side. He'll have his ult up in a second.
Cannon Barrage going to be committed to, but they're still going for the dive here. Is going to miss the Arctic Assault, but it does not matter as one of the easiest.
Is one of those champions, so no stopwatch, no problem. Easy kill, that's going to be first brick in the top lane. Solo gold for Sword. It's exactly what they want. They can get that team out of laning phase soon. The Shrooms will come down with the Ludens and good things happen, but Jinair with a counter rotation. This is actually a good one.
Yeah, they're going to be able to get this mid turret pretty much for free here. They will get a second. They're going to go ahead and move over to the Mountain Drake. Going to pick that one up.
Out of the Ezreal there. That was a really weird interaction. Mid lane, they're losing the turret.
Yep, down it goes, even with the TP from Justice, not able to get
Heimendinger. Nunu.
Garen.
I guess Garen is still the troll pick. Okay. One day, someone's going to blind pick Riven, and Garen is going to come out and put Riven in her place.
Oh, I don't know what day that is when we're blind picking Rivens in the LCK.
But I'm getting there. Speaking of getting there,
well, ulting into a Tom Kench. You could try to go for the Tom Kench here. He has a lot of health, but if he never gets to use his great health, you can just take him down. And Teddy, oh boy, there's the shield from the Karma to keep him alive. Now Sohan trying to come in from behind is going to do a nice bit of damage here to Sword, but already the Elder spawn on time for them before Jinair gets too strong.
Definitely feels like slow and steady is what Griffin is doing. Eventually, Jinair will have to respond to a side wave and also Baron, and that's where the Shrooms will find real value. Harass coming into Sword is already pretty tanky. As does the ult, does miss.
Yeah, gonna sail wide on that one.
That one
two-man shockwave into the duo queue down here in the bottom side. Able to get over the wall, but immediately Tarzan follows him. The shock blast to the face from Sword as well is gonna get the kill. Just to top everyone off here. Justice has a little bit of poke. You can see that Rather is going to eat it, but Kakao, look at that, is going to throw down the Lambs or Smite just to stay alive. Can't get in range of the Smite. He's going to go down too. Just a bonus kill for Griffin.
Well, there's no mid lane turret in the inner turret now. It's killed almost instantly. They walk up here, don't have the most range, but Jinair, they don't let
push in with the cannon wave. The shockwaves from Rather, you know, we've been talking about the Teemo, we've been talking about compositions, but he has had a very clean game on the Orianna, even outside of winning the lane. Trying to get on top of Teddy here, is going to jump away from Nova.
They're looking for this one.
He's going to jump forward now, no real way to get on in there. Shockwave onto only Sohan. The Cannon Barrage got so much value and slowed everybody from Griffin down, but good kiting back. Did a lot more damage to Jinair, and now they'll push in.
While Jinair have shields, they don't have sustain. Very hard to emulate the sustain available. The side of Griffins, they do eventually take this mid lane inhibitor.
I mean, that's basically what it looks like right now. Griffin, they totally own the map. Once again, Karma's one real purpose in this game, it feels like, has just been to mitigate the Shroom damage. And I suppose if you can force a lead and then
Nova is extra likely to be caught in the next shockwave. Griffin, they got those three ranged auto attackers bot lane. They push in. That's another inhibitor turret down.
Yeah, not much they can do here. Just kind of feels like the side of Teddy and especially Kakao have really not been able to do anything in this game. It's been the slow and steady suffocation from Griffin here in just about 40 minutes. No real contest, 0 kills. Only the 3 turrets going over to the side of Jinair here. Once again, just slowly trying to push in.
Watch the redemption healing. It's huge healing with the Mikhails also buffing up the redemption. I believe it's 60% extra healing because of the tripling of the 20% you get on Mikhails that redemption has.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal, that's for sure. It's a big redemption, big boy there. Nice shockwave into the front line. Rather, he wants some extra kills. He wants to play in game number 2. Wouldn't be surprised if he does, as Kakao is going to bite the dust too. Sword looking for some more here, but it looks like that's going to do it, guys. Griffin are going to be able to take game number 1 and another win for Teemo in the LCK.
3 turrets and a Rift Herald is all that could happen. Matchup, but LeBlanc will have kill pressure for certain. Not a tanky champion is the Jace. A lot of flexes happen here. They get a very safe lane for the Mundo, and for the first time...
Something happened because he knew the exact timing of when that push was going to come in, and that's why he was there right then.
Oh!
Look at that pillar,
It's
though.
perfect.
It's perfect. Rather is so dead. First blood going to go over to Umti.
Jin Air, with all their presence, they've stolen a blue, they've stolen a red. How about a Cloud Drake as well? Really good early game so far by Jin Air Greenwings. At least around the top, so they lose a lot of turret health here. Will they be able to finish it off? They will. Nice movement from Jin Air Greenwings and solo gold onto the LeBlanc.
They decide against the dive. They'll be happy with another turret instead.
Don't even need to use the Rift Herald. Mundo has no interrupt, so you can always use it. All Mundo can do is ult and kite back. Griffin giving up a huge...
Griffin trying to wait until that later game. Jin Air just another objective under their belts.
And Griffin have fallen back to 6-item team fights already. Will be held for the bot lane turret. Goodbye. 3 out of turrets at 20 minutes exactly for Jin Air Greenwings.
Pushing it in, and you talked about effective jungling. Umti doing that this time around. Yep. Not able to stop the second charge too, and Lahen's taking a lot of damage, means maybe another turret as the LeBlanc comes in for the first roam. They are so far ahead right now. Grace with the questionable flash, trying to go. And this is a Malphite with flash and ultimate. Instead of just running away, they are actually going to teleport on in, and here's Umti as well. Tarzan is going to be able to dodge it. Perfect mechanics to get him out, but Lahens says, here, take my life instead. I'll give you the kill. Shockwave is going to miss entirely, and now Tarzan with no repel is on the run, has to flash away. But there it is, the flash in with the pillar, and another kill to Jin Air.
Really nice collapse.
Aggressive, taking all the objectives away, and they get rewarded with an Infernal Drake as well. Next one is going to be a second Cloud Drake.
In their heads, this is the place they have to play. They're right, the hand's just dead.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Nice prediction from Grace. That's a very common play. Baron at 9,000.
You mentioned how slow it is. It is quite slow. We'll see what they can do. Grace taking some huge damage there, but Sword has to be the tank, but it doesn't look like it's enough. Is going to go down the Shockwave there, but they do reset the Baron. Again, it is very slow. Grace here on low health as well.
Tarzan can spot it. Yeah, the fact that it fully resets actually a problem for Jin Air because it takes so damn long.
Nova taking a bunch of damage here too. Teddy not had full health either, but look at this River Malphite just trying to be the guard. Not going to be enough though, and that's a real get. All the penetration done here. We'll see if he can do some effective burst damage.
Who wears it better, full penetration Malphite or full penetration Jace?
Nova doesn't have his flash here. Sword going to continue on with his ultimate, but Nova is nowhere to go here. Will be just definitely a big summoner spell when you're going up against River Malphite. And the LeBlanc, we've seen what kind of damage they can do.
Long map here for Griffin. But only means something if the picks happen, and for now, Griffin have been very defensively getting themselves to 3 items on their carries. They check it now. They got this Baron. There's no way to stop them unless LeBlanc steals it.
Okay, can he do it? Nova's going to come in here and try to get the steal, and she does! Unbelievable! Big steal there. Wow, Grace comes in and gets
building up this AP Malphite burst. We're still waiting for it, but they're still winning the game, so you can't really fold it, Valdez.
He'll find his target eventually. You can see just how little damage the Viper's doing to Teddy. Through the Bloodthirster shield, and Teddy just immediately lifesteals it back. So far, that bottom lane Jace and the jungle Elise, definitely 2 fingers that I'm going to be pointing. Fight, but looking pretty weak against what they got anyway. And I said it before, no one person can really hold off the LeBlanc. Even Rather is just not even daring get near her. So that's going to be 3 inhibitors down, perhaps. They have 2 for now. Grace, though, poking at this 3rd one.
I still think they have the damage to kill anyone with the Jace-Orianna duo of threats. Baron is down, 3 inhibitors down. Jin Air, are they going to try to close it here? The Elise not going to be helpful. Orianna and Jace going to struggle. Free damage onto Sword.
Yeah, he's not even going to ult here. Doesn't want to burn it just yet. Finally has to at the last moment because they're losing Nexus turrets. The first one is going to go down. Tarzan disappears. That's the LeBlanc with a death cap right now. He's going to one-shot the turret too. Viper flashes away, says, I am done with this game. Get me the hell out of this one. Shockwave is not going to do anything on the backside. Viper is going to die anyway, and we are going to a game number 3.
Jin played spoiler last season. They beat is going to be difficult, and well, when it comes to Sword, he usually defaults to tanks. The Cho'Gath is seen as one of those farm lanes into the Narzen, waiting his moment.
They want to get Nova. Look at that early flash, though. It might not be enough as the Binding Flash comes in for Morgana. He's ticking down, and that's going to be enough. First blood goes to or not melee, but you know, 80 attackers up on the top side, such as the Gnar.
He's level 6 here. Doesn't have ult.
Oh, but Tarzan coming in here is going to ult the Tom Kench. It is going to be perfect. The Tilling Smite onto Teddy. That is going to be a dead Teddy, but also Nova trying to get the follow-up kill on a Viper. It's not going to happen. And domination already in the bot lane.
He didn't have Ignite, so he wasn't actually able to kill the Kai'Sa. Would have been able to pick up a kill there. It's mid lane.
Toby is going to flash away, but Umti is going on in. That's going to be the dunk there. Handed on over to Grace, so at least Jin are able to pick the Orianna because they almost knew that Chovy was going to want to pick the Zoe, and they say, you're going to have to play against Orianna. Also, with the control of the map, they just want to get the next Drake out there. Unfortunately, it is another Ocean.
How much map control is there going to be for Jin is the big problem for Griffin.
Looking for the bubble, but the outplay there from Grace. He's looking to get the solo kill, and Tarzan not going to be there in time. Finally gets there. There's the ultimate, and Toby comes out. But the Abyssal Voyage, Tarzan trying to stop him. Toby nowhere to go after the portal jump is going to go down. We trade it 1 for 1 there.
First river control, however, Griffin now find a good news story. They're able in a poor 2v2.
Weird, but Umti did get it. And again, once again, as we do see up on the top side, not going to use it because so. With Kai'Sa top and Viper with no TP, kind of looks like...
Comes an Abyssal Voyage, but it's trying to hit this turret and maybe even dive.
Okay, 4-on-1 here. This is kind of unfair, but Sword, he's tanky. Doesn't seem like he's going to be tanky enough, though. Nice aggressive play. Trying to turn on the Orianna, though. Here is Tarzan. It's a 1-on-1. Here's Viper. Finally comes in. And that's that Kai'Sa coming in to actually pick up the
Flash. Doesn't matter. Goes down with both the summoners. Grace not feeling like he had a way to get out from that one, and the targeted Q over the wall probably would have killed him.
For not quite going to hit it is Grace.
Has the movement speed. Supercharger gets him out just. Doesn't have to use a summoner to do so. Low on mana because he's crazy with them. Wow, Drake the third spawn. My kingdom for 3 Infernals, says Jin, but they'll get a mountain as the final one.
He's got his own built-in smite, especially as the game goes long, so gonna try to avoid that getting stunned. Speaking of which, trying to go here on a Nova, wasn't expecting this. Teddy's gonna get really low, the immediate devour. There's the cleanse onto that trouble bubble too. Here comes Sword, looking for it. He's gonna Righteous Glory in, but eats way too much damage. Questionable shot.
Here comes Soan.
Yeah, he does.
This could be huge.
He's going to get stunned up, but 2 members get dunked into the team. Lehenge is going to go down, and he actually survives on the backside. Soan with barely any health finally goes down to the Zoe somehow, some way. A relatively even fight, but Grace coming in here will have the next shockwave. It's up again, by the way. Flash there. Sword is going to flash in a straight line. Nearly goes down on the backside. Fights. Okay, this Jin is also beginning to get really strong. Looking for a counter engage here onto Umti, but Tarzan gonna be super low. Finally, they get that big shockwave they were looking for. Nova is gonna get low, and Teddy nearly goes down as well. Nova should be going down here. Someone on the right side. Finally, Toby able to get it. But what is gonna be the cost? They may have to give their life for this. But the crit in the face of the Cho'Gath. What the hell? Jin Air, have they done it? They are so close. If they pick off Viper here, it would be fantastic. They may be able to push in to win the game. There they get the dissonance, and Viper is just gonna stopwatch to gain some time. But finally he's gonna go down, and Jin Air are gonna push in.
Jin Air in the fight. Someone pushes up mid, and it's Baron to Jin Air.
Huge fight for them. It's not just 3,000 gold anymore. Uses the stopwatch just to buy time. And, well, I don't think that's worth it. I would have rather saved that for the next fight, but you delay 3-4 seconds. Not the worst thing in the world. Maybe thought that Jin Air could actually end the game. But now with Baron, they're going to be looking to end this one. 4 damage from Tarzan. I don't even know how that's possible. Must be his Cinder Hulk tick onto a tank. is what I would expect, because Tarzan in that fight, he tried to ult. I think it was actually his ultimate damage that got that amount.
That would definitely be more than 4. Maybe it was on a shield?
Should be more than 4, probably mostly on a shield, and then he died.
Very strange as we're seeing some big damage out of the Jhin as well. Watching on the bot side, chasing onto Sohwan, they'll kill him fast.
Yeah, that's going to be the end of Sohwan's life, so not respecting.
That's all they could do after Zoe was slammed in the laning phase. Hibber turret goes down, still 40 seconds, there's still quite a lot of Baron time.
Curtain call going to come in here, and the Cho'Gath's actually up on the top side because to defend this bottom side. Sword being told to come up here, and even without minions, Teddy just walks in and takes the turret away.
When do you
make a Tom Kent's behind him, and he's not the only damage threat. But take a look at Viper. He's just being zoned out by only Teddy. What is going on? Nobody can even get near him. The flash comes out, Sword is 1v2ing, but Teddy himself is winning the fight on the other side. 1v4ing up in the mid lane.
They're so out of position here, Griffin, because Sword was on a ward. His flank was just wasted from the start, and here's the emergency engage. I don't know if it's enough.
It's not going to be enough. Tarzan is going to be locked down, and here comes Teddy, the evil demon fountain laser, moving in, wants to get the penta if he can. Going in, gonna get the double here, looking to get the quadras. Viper and Toby, the only two that are left over, just trying to delay this game.
This game should end though. Jeanette comes in mid lane. They've upset Griffin.
That they have. Umti and Nova just gonna stop the backs. It's not their job to win the game. Trying to stop the TP. Doesn't look like it's gonna matter. It's gonna be interrupted anyway. And there you have it, guys. Jhin Air gets the 2-1.
No,
oh, wait.
Inhibitor.
Oh man, they don't just yet. Trying to deny this. Hold the phone, guys. The inhibitor is going to go down. And it looks like now they're going to be able to take the 2-1 victory.
Congratulations to Jhin Air Greenwings. Huge cheer.